Frank's Place is one of the most populated areas in Second Life and has been running since at least 2007. It got its name from popular jazz singer Frank Sinatra. The realm is composed of mainly a dance club with formal dress code and a strip of designer shopping malls. The music that is played was in the 40s and 50s, as well as the jazz genre. It started as a dance club, but soon expanded with designer stores shortly after. Immediately upon entry, there were a set of rules that users needed to abide by. The microphone and flying options were disabled. Users were made to roleplay as couples going to a formal ball. Upon entering the mansion, everyone is greeted by a receptionist, who also serves as a moderator. Dress code is enforced stringently, with furry and other non-human costumes strictly prohibited. If users are not in proper attire, the receptionist gives a default black suit with white undershirt, along with black slacks and dance shoes for men. Women are given a white dress and white shoes as well. Frank's Place takes the formal dress code seriously in order to sustain the atmosphere of a 40s and 50s swing and swank nightclub. We see more often than not very few messages being exchanged in local chat. Many of the players who actually communicate in local chat ask if anyone wants to dance. Dance is an important aspect of avatar interaction in Second Life. When talking about dance, many interviewed players related that it allows for personal conversation. A user called LaDonna Upshaw is quoted saying, "It's fun to have one-on-one conversations and dancing, which is a part of that. Second Life is a place of socializing. And although the local chat can be silent at times, there are often many conversations being held privately, many times between dance partners." Interestingly, the standards of beauty of the real world bleed into the virtual world of Second Life. In almost all cases, serious Second Life players build their avatars towards the current standard of beauty: tall, muscular, and defined for men, and skinny, sexy, and curvaceous for women. As we see here in Frank's Place, nearly all of the avatars adhere to this notion of beauty that has been carved out by society and further perpetrated by mass media, whether on TV or in fashion magazines. Second Life gives us the ability to create characters in whatever image one desires. Every serious player in Second Life has chosen the image of one's best self. This has led to almost every character to be more or less fall in line with the most desirable body type as dictated by society, which is the thin and skinny for women and tall and muscular for men. World design is an important aspect to attracting players to different worlds. The more refined a world appears to be, the more likely it is to attract and retain a loyal following. Frank's Place is one such world. Upon entrance, we are greeted with an aesthetically pleasing courtyard with rows of fountains and layers of green bushes. We can see from the outside that Frank's Place is an extravagant, pearly white mansion with multiple designer fashion stores surrounding it. Upon entering the mansion, we see all of the details that attract people: astounding polished wooden floors, a balcony, a dedicated dance floor, a bar with marble counter with assorted drinks, to name a few. All of these objects add to the overall mood of the world. We can see that Frank's Place adheres to the time of year with holiday decorations that illuminate the venue, such as a Christmas tree. Some people go to these worlds to admire the work that people have put into the design of the world. In one interview, a player related that her attraction to the Second Life was in due part to the ability to be creative and observe creativity. While on Second Life, we interviewed multiple users as to their experience on Second Life and why they chose Frank's place. For our first interviewee, we interviewed Thomas Rambler. Thomas Rambler said, "I like dancing in real life, which makes this place very nice. These dance animations are excellent. I prefer to keep Second Life as close to real life as possible. To be oneself is the easiest role to play. I don't like roleplay. I'm not an extremist and don't appreciate very much something that I wouldn't like in real life. The reason for this is that I know I am in a pixelated world and nothing's real, not even close. Everything happens in my imagination." Interviewee number 2, LaDonna Upshaw said, "Everything you see in Second Life is user created. Everything from the skin and clothes and hair and shoes we wear to the animations and the scripts that we interact with. So I have two things going on my mind when I dance first. The person I dance with second, the dance itself, like everything else in Second Life. It is endlessly fascinating to me as a resident, a user, a content creator." LaDonna Upshaw said, "This may be pixels, this may be pretend to some, roleplay to others, but really, virtual isn't a valid word here because we're all real people." Interviewee number 3, Skyle Islar said, "It reminds me of Peter Pan. We never grow older here and can do as we please. Some just go over the top. I'm sure some really outdo their alter ego. As for me, I like to be as real as I am, even though I do see this as a game." These answers all related to the way in which people act over video games, such as Second Life, where people are anonymous and can be virtually anyone they please. As stated in the band's article from week 2, in Second Life, absolutely everything was the same except I could fly, the possibility of me but better. When people play a character over an online game, they often create avatars that reflect an idealized versions of themselves. Younger, taller, more muscular, more handsome, and or beautiful. This is very reminiscent of when Sky Islar says that Second Life and Frank's Place remind him of Peter Pan because its ability to project their youthful avatars. And secondly, because of the relative anonymity of Second Life users, they are able to do much more online without feeling societal pressures, such as told by Baum and Bollesdorf articles in week 5. These authors believe that virtual worlds online have severed our shackles from these heavy real-life influences and thus allowing for users to act as they please and create culture that is virtual and not anchored to real life. However, to say that individuals are instantaneously able to obtain free will once online ignores the fact that we as individuals have been taught by society to enact behaviors of which we will carry with us whether on or offline. You can see this from all 3 of these individuals more or less said that they acted how they would offline or at least close to it.